Hello everybody, this is Slothy Gamings and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Play Dofus. And today I'm going to do a tutorial on mounts. Now mounts are creatures that you can ride. They take up your pet slot in your inventory. And you can start using them once you're level 60. And I am now level 60. There's no more after that, it's just 60. I just hit the mark. Alright, cool. So to find these wonderful creatures, unless you are a breeder, you have to buy them. And you can buy them at the pet markets located in Banta, right here. Or you can go to Brakmar, which is way down here. And the pet market is somewhere in here. I can't see it right now, but I guarantee that it exists. So anyway, we're here. So there's two categories of mounts. I'd say there are pets mounts. Let's go over here. Pets mounts. There we go. So these are basically mounts that basically already have stats on them. Or some of them are soul eaters, like these. Similar to that of pets. So basically, what a pet's mount is that it is a mount that works like a pet. Dofus is really creative with their names of things, so pretty easy to remember. I'm not really going to talk about these today. I'm going to talk about dragon turkeys more. So dragon turkeys are probably, I'd say, the most bang for your buck as far as stats go on a mount. That's not true in every case, but for most cases, I'd say mounts are probably your safest option when doing anything. As you can see, there are many, many different kinds, and each one will have varying cost amounts depending on how much work has been put into it. So when you see a mount for sale, there's usually like 3 bars of cost that you'll run into. So the cheapest ones will be like, I'll bring up mine, the one I just bought, that aren't mountable yet, and they're level 1. So meaning that you can't ride them, you can't do anything with them, you can't equip them, they don't give stats, you can't level them up, you can't do anything right now. Those will probably be the cheapest because basically what happened was a breeder made the mount and was like, I don't feel like putting effort into this one, and then just threw it into the market. So that's that. The next stage is probably a level 1 mount that is rideable. So that's when a breeder thinks, I actually want someone to buy this. So they make it mountable, and it costs probably a little bit more because they put in extra effort. And then the final one is a level 100 mountable dragon turkey, which has all of its stats. It doesn't have none. It has all of the stats possible. And basically all you have to do is buy it, equip it, and you're done. Life is good. But not everybody has a lot of money. So for that reason, I'm going to show you how to make a mount mountable. Alright, so first you got to know what you're looking at a little bit. So when you look here, this is super overwhelming, right? There's so many bars and things and charts and whatever, and you just don't really know what to make of it. But the good news is about half of this is used for breeders, and I'm not going to talk to breeders today. This isn't for breeders. I'm sorry if you're a breeder and you're like, how do I breed? I can't really help you. Not in this video, maybe in future videos, but not today. This is just for people who want to get on top of their mount and start using it and start leveling it up. So first you got to know what you're looking at, so we're just going to start down here. Here you have your, I think it's called a happiness bar. That could totally be wrong. So how this works is that your mount will start at some end of this, but in the middle there are these bars, and you want your the green to be in between the 2 bars. So it's in between negative 2,000 and 2,000. So for example, I already went through the work to do this. I already made it so it's in between. But say, for example, we just had a really pissed off mount, right? It's just really angry. You want to make it happy. So we have to go to the public paddock that has this symbol, the happy face. So you just go behind. They should be really close to the pet market, typically. So not the lovey paddocking. This is one for breeders. See happiness. All right. So right here you got your patters. So you throw in your mount. You take his certificate, and then you put breed. Just because you put it in the breeding section doesn't mean that it's gonna start, having sex with other dragon turkeys. It's not what's gonna happen. It just means that it's gonna start interacting with the machines. So it walks around. It's occasionally gonna get pat by one of these patters because Dofus doesn't actually let you love your mount. You have to make a machine do it for you. Kind of a sad story. So once you get that to halfway and you get it here, then you're ready for the next step. Obviously, alternatively, if your mount's too happy, if it's too lovey-dovey, you have to get it closer to the middle, which means that you have to, I think it's like a zap-o-matic or something really sadistic like that, where you have to make it less happy. Also, as far as how long to put these things in here for, I don't know like the mathematical equation for how long it takes to make something happy or unhappy. You just kind of have to guess and check it. So when I got it, my happiness level was like down here-ish. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna put it in there, and it's probably gonna need to be in there for like a few hours, but like not a full day, or it's gonna be way up here. So I just kind of use the guess and check method. If that doesn't work for you, I'm sure there's ways to figure it out. You could also just stare at the paddock all day until it gets to that level. Whatever works for you. So once you have it in this nice level between -2000 and 2000, you're ready to move on to maturity. So to increase maturity, you have to make it drink water. In Dofus, for things to mature, you have to drink water. I was 4 this morning, and I had a gallon of water. This is why I don't make jokes. Basically, as you can see on my mount, it is not fully mature, so I have to put it back. But as you can see, it's rather tired right now. It's pretty tired. It gets more and more tired every time it interacts with the machine. But something important to note is that you can take it out of the pen to make it less tired, but you can also just leave it in there, and as soon as like a tiredness point goes away, it'll just interact with something else and get tired. So you can just leave it there until it fully matures. So that's good. So once it's fully mature, it should be writable, and then all you have to do is give it energy. Now, energy can be given by feeding it fish, and I believe meat. That could be wrong. I know fish is something you can feed it. It has to be raw or gutted. You can't give it cooked fish. You should eat the cooked fish. It gives you health, but don't give your mount cooked fish. It likes it cold. And that's how you get up its, what am I doing? I'm gonna go back to that place. Here we go. So its energy goes up and up and up. And every time you move a map, it loses 1 energy. So if you have 1500 energy, which I think is the max, I could be wrong. If you move a map, it will have 1499 energy. So as you can see, it's probably going to move very slowly, but you also have to feed it a lot of fish to get it to that point. And then finally, the last bar that's relevant to you is experience. Wow, I am popular today. That's 2 text messages in a video. Wow, I have friends. As experience, so you give experience similar to the way you give experience in a guild, because I can't do that right now because it's immature still. I'll just do it through guild. So the way you give EXP in a guild is you go over here, and then there's all your things and whatnot, but you can choose how much you give. So like, for example, I could give up to 90%, and then it would obviously hit confirm, and then it goes to 90%. But you don't take your normal EXP and just give 90% of it. How it works is that it takes a fraction of the EXP you get. I think it's like 10%. And then it takes 90% of that and gives it to its mount. So if you're usually getting like 100,000 EXP and you're like, but only like 2,000 is going to my mount, that's normal. There's nothing wrong. That's just how it works. The same thing for guild. It just takes a while. It's also important to note that it will level up when you're riding it, even if you don't give EXP. That's usually what I do. I just put it at 0 and just be very patient. And over time, it will get to level 100. And then you have a maxed out mount. And then you could sell it and do the whole process all over again, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. I hope this video was helpful in every way. Before I go, I want to do like a brief public service announcement. So I have been confronted by several people asking like what I'm gonna make videos of and what I'm not gonna make videos of. And I have also been struggling with that question. I want to start experimenting with Twitch.tv and start streaming. I think it doesn't make sense to post videos of dungeons. Instead, I should stream them. If that's totally wrong, if you want to watch me whenever you want to, if you want to, whenever you want, watch me complete a dungeon, then obviously I would need to make a video. But if you're like, oh, it's in the moment, it's happening right now, that's so exciting, I want to watch it streaming, I could do that. I could also do both. Just leave your opinions in the comments section. I just want to be as inclusive as possible. I've gotten the opinions of a lot of people. People say they like the tutorial videos like this, but they don't necessarily like the dungeon videos. So I guess until next time, leave your advice for me in the comments section. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you very much.